Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. We're at week 3 of my reboot and we're going to talk about this past week. I'm going to give you my results, give you a little update on what's going on with me, how it's going at the gym and my exercise routine. So we're just going to get into it all. So let's do it now. Alright guys, if you are new to my channel, hello, I'm the incredible shrinking Steffi. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, be a part of my journey, and allow me to be a part of yours. This channel is my journey to lose a total of 200 pounds for my highest weight of 374. I know all about obesity and food addiction because I've lived with it my entire life. So I share everything on this channel. We take this journey together. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want someone who's real and upfront and just gives you all the stuff, gives you all the deets. That is me. Smash that subscribe button. Also, I have a support group on Facebook, The Shrinkables. Come join us over there. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. All of that is down below. All right, guys. So this month for February, we are doing OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. A lot of you are joining in on this challenge for this month. I highly encourage you guys to don't be afraid to tweak it to make it your own, because that is what I'm doing for this challenge. I am just making it work for me. We are all so completely different, but I think that we can all do this together, lean on each other for support and encouragement, but also just kind of make it our own challenge and something that's going to push us this month and make us better, because that's our goal. That's our ultimate goal, right? Is to be a better version of ourselves. So whatever it is that you are doing this month to challenge yourself, I am rooting for you. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know too that I do have a few chats going on in the Shrinkables messenger chat group, different chats that you can set up. So whatever you're wanting to chat about, whether it's just support or when we do our monthly fast challenges, I have one going on for specifically the February OMAD challenge, and I created one today for a 2025 step/activity challenge. So if you just want some motivation, if you want some inspiration, some support, some accountability, then I highly recommend you join the support group and just join in on the chats and meet some great people, right? Like we have such a great community filled with people who are just doing this together, and it's so important to have that support. So I just wanted to mention that just in case, because maybe some of you that are already in the group didn't even know about the chat. So just want to mention that we got that going on. All right, guys, so let's talk about my week. It's been great. It has been a great week. I did get really great results this week, which I'm super excited about, but even more than that, my word for the year is change, and I am truly feeling it. And I think that that is so important when picking out your word for the year that you're really going to focus on, right? It's so important when you not only just say it over and over again, you know, like you're reminding yourself, you're replacing those negative thoughts with that one word, or just other positive words, but just replacing it with it. It means so much more and has so much more impact when you start feeling it. And you're not just hearing it anymore, you're feeling it. And for me, it was the alcohol. The alcohol, I needed to give it up. It was what was holding me down. It was what was holding me back. And, you know, we all have those, right? We all have those demons that are holding us down, holding us back from our true potential. And it's hard. It's hard to give them up sometimes because we don't want to. We're stubborn. You know, they make us feel good, even though it's a temporary relief. It's just, it makes us feel good. It gives us that comfort. Food has always been a huge one for me. It gave me that temporary sense of joy. I don't even know if I would call it joy, because joy comes from Jesus. It has always been a crutch. Alcohol was a crutch for me. And it took me a long time to listen and obey and finally, you know, give it up for good. And I did say that I was going to make a video talking about like what I felt after I quit drinking and all that. But I'm not going to make a separate video. I'm actually going to put it at the end of this video for anyone who is interested in hearing about that. But if you're not interested, then no big deal. But really, it was the one thing that was holding me down. It was the one thing. And I knew it too. Like I knew that if I would just give up and let go of that one thing or two things or whatever it is that I have holding me back, if I just gave it up, everything else would fall into place. Maybe you have something that's holding you down right now. Maybe there's something that just popped up in your head, you know, like that one thing or two things that are holding you back. What is holding you back right now from being successful? What is holding you back from reaching your true potential and reaching your goals? What is that one thing that's holding you back? I tell you right now, it took me a long time to be able to let it go. But I did. I have let it go. And while I still have other things holding me down and holding me back, I mean, this is a learning process, right? Like this isn't going to happen overnight. It's baby steps. It's taking, you know, one piece at a time, breaking it away. And it takes hard work, and it takes, for stubborn people, it's really hard. It's really hard because you don't want to let go. You don't want to let go because it's all you've ever known, right? You know, that comfort tool. I know what's going to make me feel better because it's what I've used my whole life. So I know it's going to work. Sure, it's only going to work for a few minutes. Sure, I'm going to have all that shame and guilt afterwards and physical feelings as well, like bloating and crappiness. But it's all we know. It's all we know. We have to give ourselves a chance to know something else. And that takes work. It takes repetition. It takes change. And that's my word for the year. I feel like it's happening, but we have to let go of what is holding us back. There were times where I literally felt like I was drowning, but I couldn't let go of all of these things that would make me feel better in the moment, that would take the stress away, that would make me forget sometimes how sad I was or upset. And it's so hard when you've had a bad year and you've had so many setbacks. It's so hard to look back and you know, like you regret the time and the choices that you've made. And it's like, oh, I could have done better. Where would I have been? You know, if I had just stuck with it this entire time, I would be so much further than I am. And it's so easy for all those thoughts to come in our head. And it's so easy for us to believe that when we fall off track and when we're making, you know, the wrong choices, it's so easy for us to believe that we failed, that, you know, we're not on the path that we're supposed to be on, which is true. We're not on the path that we're supposed to be on. But just because we're not on the path and going in the right direction doesn't mean that something isn't working. Something isn't happening in that moment. Because that is when we get stronger. That is when we learn, right? God does his best work in our worst times. That's something that I heard in service this weekend, and it's so true. He does his best work in our worst times because that's when we need it. That's when we need strength. That's when we need growth. And that's when we change. That's when we transform. Through our worst times, coming out of those times, getting through it. The comeback is always greater than the setback. And it's so, so true. But we need to stop acting like those moments of hardships, those struggles that we go through, the obstacles that we face that cause us to fall down, make really, really bad choices, make those mistakes. It doesn't mean that nothing is happening. Something is happening. We're growing, we're learning, and we're going to come out on top. If you're a stubborn person, I think that's awesome because you know what that means? That you're never going to give up. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep getting up. Maybe you fall, all right, but you're going to keep getting up because this is way too important to quit. All right, guys, so let's talk about my weight. My weight results for the week. Continue to do OMAD. Other than a few days, I did do 2 meals, just regular intermittent fasting. And yeah, just watched what I ate and made good choices. And I really love using OMAD as a tool, even when I'm not even doing a challenge, an OMAD challenge. I like to do it just once in a while because it really helps keep me in a calorie deficit, number one. But number two, it really helps control my hunger. It controls my snacking because I like to snack. And the earlier I open up my eating window, game over for Steffi over here. So I really like it when it's just a shorter eating window. It just helps me keep on track. So last week, if you remember, my weight was super annoying. It was just not budging at all. I mean, we were the same weight for 5 or 6 days in a row. Like it was just not even moving. So I was 238.1 for quite a while. And then at the end of the week, I went up to 238.3, stayed there for a couple days. And so I'm like, you know, and it was really hard for me being a scale person. The scale does motivate me. I like to see results. I like to see fast results. And so when I'm not seeing that, you know, that's what needs to change. That's where my word comes out again. Change, Steffi, change, you know, change that motivation. Don't let that scale motivate you. Don't let the number on that scale define you or tell you how you're doing, whether you're being successful or not. That number on the scale does not define me or my journey. And so that's all part of my change. I still like to look at it. I still like to log it. I'm just trying to separate that and say, okay, well, at least I can track it. I can see what's going on inside my body. And so it was really hard to stick with it and to keep doing it. You know, I'm going to the gym, I'm working out, I'm building muscles. So obviously it's going to affect the scale, right? You're going to stay still. You're going to gain weight. You know, it obviously, and I know all these things, guys. I know all of it. You don't even need to remind me. It's just that I am just such a scale person. Like, it's just how I've always spent every weight loss journey I've ever been on. I've allowed the scale to motivate me and keep me going and hold me accountable. I still like that. I still want to do that. However, it's more about change this year. It's more about my habits. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm creating new healthy habits that I'm sticking to. I'm being consistent. I'm committing to them. And it feels absolutely amazing. And through the whole week, I was just like, all right, I'm just trusting that the scale's going to go down when it needs to go down. I'm doing all the right things. And so I'm going to be here when it does. And so we can celebrate. But either way, I'm doing the right thing and I'm just going to keep going. And so just changing my mindset. That's another thing that I'm really trying to work on with that. So I did that and it worked, guys. So for that next day, I actually dropped to 234 oh my gosh, I'm blind. I am so blind. Is that 234.8? Whatever. 234 point something. So I lost almost 4 pounds and then just kept going. I went up a little tiny bit at the end of the week, but then I dropped it again. And then this morning I actually weighed in at 233.9. So I actually lost 4.2 pounds. It was 4.2 pounds this week. So just the fact that I stuck to it and I just kept doing what I was supposed to be doing, it paid off. It paid off. And that's such a great feeling. And I know now that I can do that, right? I just have to trust the process. I don't want to lose weight fast anymore. There's like a part of me that says that and it's like, no, girlfriend, yeah, you do. Who doesn't want to lose weight fast, right? But there's that other part of me that's like, it's the healthy way of doing it. You know, when you change your habits and you build muscle, it's going to take more time. I've always been the girl who wants to lose weight fast. That's why gastric bypass was such an intriguing thing for me because you lose weight fast. Yes, I would commit. I'm the type of person that, you know, if you tell me that it's going to work, I will do whatever I have to do to get there. If it's going to give me fast results, sure, let me do it. I will do it and I will follow all the rules that you give me. And so that's always been a motivator for me. And so in the beginning of this journey, I would lose weight the fast way, the way that I knew how, because that's what motivated me. Now that it is kind of chapter 2 of my journey, you know, we're on week 3 of my reboot, I'm doing things differently. It's all about change. And so I would like to lose another 50 pounds. And to do that, I don't care how fast it comes off. Okay, let me reword that. I am trying to learn how to not care how fast it comes off. No, but seriously, I know that it's the healthier way. And that's when your mind truly can transform. And that's what we need, right? This is more of a mental battle than physical battle anyway. And so if we give our minds the room that it needs to grow and to transform, that's where it has to be. That's where it has to start for us to truly be successful for the rest of our lives. So I'm really excited for this next chapter. There is still some growing and some learning for me to do, but I don't know. I feel really, really good. I feel really, really good. And yes, I had a great weight loss this week. You know, I lost 8 pounds on the egg fast, gained 3 of those back, lost those 3 this week, and plus another pound. So that's freaking awesome. I am 9 pounds down from when I started 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm feeling great. It is a great week, but we're not always going to have a great week, right? We're going to have those weeks where it's hard and there's things going on and the scale is not cooperating. We're going to have those weeks. We know we are. It's what we do with them that counts. We continue with our good habits. We remember our why. We keep going and we keep growing. And we just don't stop. It's just too dang important. All right, guys, so before we go, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the drinking for those of you who did request an update with that. I'm feeling absolutely amazing at this point. I think I'm on day 25 right now of not drinking. And I'm at the point now where it's just like, you kind of wonder, like, why did I ever drink? Why did I ever make myself feel like that? The first couple of weeks were a little rough for me, I will admit, and I felt kind of like I was missing something at night because I was so used to winding down and having a few drinks and just that being my chill time. Well, the longer you do that, the more of a habit you're going to create, and then you have a whole new habit that you have to break. And so the first couple of weeks were, I wouldn't say rough, but just like kind of not comfortable. It was uncomfortable. The first couple of weeks were uncomfortable. And then I don't know. I just flipped a new page of my story, flipped a new page of my book, and I'm on to the healing phase. I'm on to the healing phase of my story. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited for this. And I know that it's going to hurt, you know, because change hurts sometimes. And a lot of times it hurts, especially when we need to break away those pieces that have been holding us back for so long, It's relearning a whole new way of living, a whole new way of thinking. And that's hard to do. That's hard to do, but we just got to break those habits. Break those habits, create those new habits to replace them. And I truly believe that we can do this. Thank you guys for always cheering me on and being there for me for support. And I appreciate you guys so much. All right, guys, if you're still watching right now, I want you to comment down below a bunch of heart emojis because I love you guys so much. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and join my support group on Facebook. I'll see you guys at the next video. I'm in the process of filming some more eating videos of what I've been eating to lose weight. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, guys, have a fantastic week. Stay safe and choose health. Bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch you.